Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Hello, Francie. Hello, Penny. Hello, Anne-Marie. Hello, Michelle. Hi, everyone. I'm wearing my Moon Area sweatshirt again today. Number one, because it's the most comfortable sweatshirt now that I own. And number two, I went and visited all of the kids tonight at the theater to encourage them and wish them good luck as they're getting ready in April for their run. And here, I'll show you the picture of all of us. They asked for a photo, and we all took a photo together, and it was really, really nice to see all of them. So that's what I'm wearing. I'm wearing my moon again. Hello, Julissa. Hello, Crazy Cat Lady. Hello, Luann. Hello, Sharon. Hello, Sister. Hello, Christina. Hello, Sharon. Hello, Donna. Hello, Barb. So, all right. Before we get started making our beautiful spring bling pin tonight and showing you some really cool tips and techniques with it, I want to let you all know that this puppy is back in stock. But I was going to use this tonight. That was my plan. Tonight was the night that I was going to use this. But of the new inventory that we just got in, that's literally landing tomorrow, we only have 20 units left. And this is for anybody that's been asking. Hello, Joyce. For anybody that's been asking, this is the lilac. So, or not lilac, is it amethyst? Amethyst. I keep calling it lilac, but it's amethyst. And I'll show you next to a piece of white paper. Hold on one second. That obviously, you know, it is not white. It's like a very, very pretty amethyst color. But, oh, thank you, Crazy Cat Lady. We only have 20 of these left. I am going to be using this on Thursday. I have something really cool that I want to share with you. So I will be using it on Thursday. But I want to let everyone know that there are only 20 units left. That is it. And that's the final run for this color. So if you want it is a foiling machine. It's Gina K's foiling machine. It's called the Fuse. And if you want it in this color wave, which is not white, it is an amethyst color. The white, I believe, is coming at some point. I don't know. I haven't chatted with her about it yet. But if you want this color wave, which is the beautiful, like it's a very subtle purple. But if you want this particular color wave, this is, it is like the mink, but I think it's a little better. I personally think it's a lot better. It heats up very quickly, and it's very even. Like, I really like how even it is. So just as a heads up, it is, and the bonus pack comes with it. There's, do I have it? I don't know if I have the bonus pack here, but you get a bonus pack with it. Yes, and Gina is demoing it right now. If you want it, and if you get it from us, you get your points, you know, for your Brutus Bucks and stuff. Now is the time, because we have literally 20 left, and I don't know if they will last past this live that I'm doing tonight. I don't know. I couldn't tell you, because I can tell you that they flew out of here. I mean, literally flew out of here when we first got them, and I have a sneaking suspicion that they are not going to last long. So, okay, it is $69.95. And you get the machine, you get the carrier sheets, and you get all of the goodies in the kit. I'm not 100% certain what is in the original kit because I used mine, but you do get all of the extras. Okay, so let's talk about this kit. So we have only 2 of these kits left in this configuration. What I'm going to do is, if this kit sells out, and this kit sells out with these colored pencils in it, we're just going to switch the colored pencils to a different colored pencil, because this is going to be one of the cutest and I think most fun Mother's Day gifts, or, I mean, you know, just a spring gift to give to your friends at lunch, or at church or whatever that may be, I think that this is going to be something that's really going to wow you. And I have to thank Candy, please remind me who made this project. One of our inspiration team members created this, and I saw it in we use a thing called Basecamp. That's how we communicate with all of our wonderful people that work here at Brutus Monroe. And I saw it, and I immediately was like, I have to source these pins. I have to source this. I have to source that. Dana, I have to source all of these things because I want this to be a kit. So that's what we did. So let's go ahead and let's head down to the table, and let's talk about what we're doing tonight. So let me zoom out. Whoops, that's in. Let me zoom out a little bit, and let's talk about this kit. I can always tell when Miss Heather has been cleaning my studio because everything gets shifted, but I am not going to complain because I'm the luckiest man alive that I have someone that comes in here and cleans for me. But I do have to always kind of shift things over and make sure that I shift them. So let's talk about what you get in this kit. And will y'all do me a favor and let me know if it does say that it's sold out? Let me know, because then I will go ahead and I will change over and we do have the extra pins available. We'll talk about that. So in the kit, you are going to receive, let me pull it out of this bag. You are going to get a full pack of our shrink sheets. Try to say that 3 times fast. The shrink sheets. And I'm going to show you how you shrink these down, and you can just do it just with a regular heat gun. You're also going to get the Smells Like Spring stamp set. That die set to your right, is that in stock? Yes, we're going to talk about these die sets. Also, you're going to get the Smells Like Spring coordinating die. You are going to receive, you are going to receive a pack of the Colorista colored pencils. I'm actually not going to use colored pencils tonight. I'm instead going to use alcohol markers, but the colored pencils do work very, very well. And then you are going to receive a pack of, so these are the Spring Bling pins. So the way these work, let me open these up. I'm going to zoom in, and I'm actually not using, so you'll get, hold on, let me zoom in a little bit. Whoops. Oh, you ordered it, yay! So you are going to get 5 of these pins, and when you look at them, you'll notice they have like this little loop-de-loop on the bottom of them, and that's how we're going to attach our little embellishments. And then you're also going to get, I want to say it's 10, but I can't remember. Let's count them real quick. Yeah, I think it's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. No, 15 of the jump rings. I'm not going to use the jump rings tonight because, you know, I like to give you all variations of how you can do things. So I'm going to use twine instead of the jump rings tonight. But you do whatever, you know, you can use whatever you would like. Again, I'm not going to use the jump rings, but I am going to use these. They're so well made. So well made. They're very sturdy, and I mean, it looks like a clothespin, but it doesn't look like a clothespin. Do you know what I mean? Oh, yes, they do look like that, Colleen. So you get 5 of those in your kit, and I think you're going to have a lot of fun with what we do tonight. Hello, Mama. All right, so let's move these to the side, and let's talk about... Hello, Amanda. Let's talk about what we're going to do tonight. So the supplemental... Oh, let's zoom out a little bit. We're real close. So the supplemental dies that we're going to be talking about tonight, I'm going to be using the Easy Elements die. Are the stamps a new set? No, they're not new. They're from last spring. So I'm going to be using the Easy Elements die set tonight. But another die set that you can use is the Bodacious Borders. This is one that I believe we still have in stock. I'm not 100% certain. We'll have Penny check on that for us. But these are the Bodacious Borders. And then this is probably one of the most popular die sets that we launched last year. This is the Arched Rainbow. And this is another one you could use the sun, is what I was thinking. The sun or even the clouds, okay? So let's go ahead and let's start stamping. So I'm going to grab my shrink plastic, the shrink sheets, and I'm going to grab the giant Big Daddy trimmer. It's sold out. Darn it. We'll have to reorder that. It's a good one. It's a good one. So we're going to cut this down to 5.5. Because then it will fit into our Misty. And I'm going to grab the Misty, and we're just going to start stamping some flowers. That's all we're going to do. It's really, really easy because we are going to actually cut out some little tags. And I'm using my stick and stamp mat. I am going to use my magnets just in case, because the stamps are going to really want to stick to this, and we want to avoid that as much as possible. Thank you, Penny, for always being the absolute best. Actually, you know what? We're not going to use this. You know why? Because I'm going to want to stamp in all different configurations, and the Misty is just, we don't need to set up the Misty. Scratch that. Scratch that. Okay. So let's grab our trusty little acrylic block. And let's pull our stamps off. Remember, this is a very innovative way to stamp because you do not have to worry about those pesky wood blocks. This might be my Raven ink that needs re-inked. We're going to find out together. And all we're going to do is we're just going to stamp these flowers. Oh, nope, that was a really juicy one. See how well that showed up? Hold on. Let me grab a piece of white paper so you can see what's going on here. You're like, Christopher, what the heck? I can't see anything. There we go. So see how beautifully that stamps on this? So these are special sheets that were manufactured so that you would be able to stamp on them. That one was a little wonky, but that's okay. Also a little wonky. That's because my sheet underneath isn't. There we go. That's a good one. But again, you don't have to worry about, you do not have to sand it. No. This is a very special shrink plastic that you do not have to sand. So I'm going to go in with another flower, and we're just going to keep adding flowers. That's all we're doing right now. And then we're going to color them. Give it a second to transfer. And if you get some little wonky areas, that's okay. Don't worry about it. We're just at this point, we're kind of making pattern paper, okay? That's all we're doing. This is, oh, I see what the problem is. There's a bump right here. There we go. Couldn't do that again if I tried. Oh, that's going to be great. All right, so now I'm going to go in with a couple of leaves. Move this over away from that bump, because that's causing a lot of issues. And all we're doing is stamping. It's actually very therapeutic to just go in and stamp. And remember, when you're stamping, you are going to be able, like if it looks a little bit wonkalina, that's okay, because when it shrinks down, it's going to look incredible. Because it gets almost, I don't know how to explain it. Like it looks really cool. Hello, Scrapmania. Is that Stacy or someone else? I know, you know, that's how you know that it's stamping really well. And again, we're just going in. And you can do a whole sheet of these or just a whole sheet period. Pretty quickly. All right. I'm going to add a couple more little tulips here, and then we're good. This is our Raven Detail ink. You're going to see I am going to heat set it. And once I heat set it, you're just going to want to be very careful when you're heat setting it, because you'll see that you don't want to start shrinking your plastic, obviously. So we're just making a pattern paper. That's all we're doing. Easy peasy. And I love also that you don't have to, no oven is required, okay? All right, so that's it for our stamps. Let me move these over and out of the way. Close up our ink. And now you could go in, you are getting the die. You are getting the die set. You could utilize the die set. We're not going to use that today. But, I mean, use this for other things, too. I mean, it's a phenomenal... yeah, you can get extra shrink paper and pins. Yes. I would suggest getting both, because you're going to be once you're done with the initial kit, you're going to want to be making everything. Or just making more. So again, you just want to constantly move your heat gun. Very quickly all over. Oh, thank you, Ruth. Well, I'm here every Tuesday and Thursday, and now I have a midday live on Wednesdays. So anybody that can't watch me at night, well, I have a Wednesday live now too. But I will always have a guest with me on the Wednesday lives. And tomorrow, I believe I have 2 guests with me. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to flip this puppy over. It's still drying a little bit, but it's okay. We're going to flip it over, and we're going to color it from the back. Okay? So we're going to start with our greens. And we're just going to have fun. You don't want to... And this, again, you don't have to sand this to color it on the back. And I'm just loosey-goosey adding color. We almost want to go outside of the lines, because you want this color to really, really, saturate. What time approximately for the Wednesday live? I wish I could tell you. I'm thinking probably like around 2. What we're going to try to do for tomorrow's is we're going to flip-flop back and forth. You're going to see me, and you're also going to see potentially some live packing, because we found that we have the ability to flip back and forth from me all the way down here in the studio to the whole other side of the building, which is where things are packed. So we're going to see if that works. If it doesn't, then we'll go back to the drawing board, but I think it might work. All right, so again, I'm just going in with my alcohol marker, and I'm just adding color. That's all I'm doing. I'm just adding color. Yes, that is a great... I don't have mine... Well, do I? Hold on. I don't know where my little screen is, but I do have this part of the kit, which is invaluable. I'll show you how that works in a second. Don't impale yourself with it. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with some pinks and oranges and reds, because it is Valentine's Day coming up. So they tell me. So I'm just, again, we're loosey-goosey coloring, because it's going to look like it's not, the coloring isn't great. But once these get heat set, you'll see you'll see what I mean. You just got to, you know how I tell you guys to trust the process? That's one of those moments. This is one of those moments. Yes, the screen is invaluable, and I have no idea where the heck mine went. It's here somewhere. But the screen is wonderful, if you've ever used it. The screen holds it down when it tries to flip around. And remember, what we're doing here is we are filling the color. Don't worry about staying inside the lines. Oh, it's at SOS status? All right, grab it. Because I don't think that will be restocked. I can almost guarantee to all of you that that will not be restocked. All right, and I think I want to use some yellow for some of the tulips. I think some yellow and I really like this teal color. We've used this teal color quite a few times. It's probably my favorite Olo marker. I think that's good. We'll add a little bit to here. Yep, we're good. And then we're just going to hit it with the heat gun, very slow and steady. Oh, good, Mary. When you're using the Sizzix heat gun, you want to use the lower setting. If you're using the WOW heat gun, you'll do the same thing. The WOW heat gun also has a low setting. And this will dry pretty quickly. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use, on the Easy Elements, there is a tag. It's the third size up. This is the size of tag we're going to use. And remember, when you run this through your die cut machine, see how cool that looks? When you run this through your die cut machine, what is going to happen, and you just want to kind of position this so you get a good amount of floral. When you run this through and we actually heat set it, it is going to shrink about 5 times the size that it would be normally. So I'm going to run this through my lawnmower real quick. And we need 3 of them. We're going to do 3 just in case because we're going to do something special for the center one. And it runs perfectly through your die cut machine. So we have our first one done. And look at how gorgeous that is. So we're just basically, we made pattern paper out of shrink film. This lawnmower. Gets me every time. Oh yes, earrings. I mean, the works. The works. All right, here is our second one. And they're all going to look a little bit different depending on where you place your die. And obviously save your shrink plastic for another project. You can cut it into strips. I mean, the sky's the limit. Okay, so here's our final one. Hello in Lancaster. And then for our special one in the middle. Oh, I didn't pull that die set. Everybody say one quick little gentle prayer to the craft gods that I have that I have the die that I'm looking for. Oh, I do. It worked. It worked. Okay. So for the center one, I'm going to cut this out. We'll take this piece off. The daisy die. It's wonderful when we're organized, right? Doesn't happen often, but when it does, it's wonderful. And would you believe how it fits on the one only spot that I have left? Whew. And I am making a mess. But are you really crafting if you're not making a mess? I don't think so. It sure would. And it cut like a dream. Hello, Rose. I'm so happy to see you too, my friend. All right. Now, let me hole punch our holes. And I use just a standard Dollar Tree. I don't think this one's from the Dollar Tree. I think this is probably We Are Memory Keepers, or We Are Makers, whatever they're calling themselves now. But all I'm going to do is I'm just going to punch a hole right here in the center. Very easy. And you could, at this point, you could make, you could go ahead and you could put someone's name on here. You could do whatever. This is the time that you would be able to personalize something. All right, so let me move these out of the way, and I have to do a quick little change of background, because if you don't listen to anything that I tell you ever in your life, please listen to the fact that you do not ever want to do shrinking on a self-healing mat like this. No. What you want to do is you want to get yourself a glass mat. It doesn't matter whose glass mat it is. I'm using Tim's, but use whatever glass mat you would like. You can use Taylor's. You can use, there's a whole bunch out there, but use a glass surface, okay? Because this is tempered and it can withstand the heat. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with our first one. I'm going to show you how quickly. I guess we could do it over here on the white so you can see it. I'm going to grab my stabby tool. Okay. And you are going to get your heat gun, heat it up, and get your little tool that you got from your shrink kit. Wait until your heat gun is heated up. Penny, how we doing on the kit? And you're going to start heating. And it's going to get real weird. I'm just warning you. It's going to get real weird real quick. But you just got to trust it. Okay, and once it gets down to this, grab it and smush it. Okay? Grab it and smush it. Obviously, we use this to get paint out of something at one point. And this is going to happen very quickly. And now you have a beautiful charm with all the color on the back. You can see that. I mean, it's just beautiful. Okay? So there's our first one. And you can add more color to this after if you would like, but you have to wait until it's heated. All right, number 2. We'll do 3 just in case. Only 1 left. Okay. Who's going to get it? We'll actually update it tomorrow, I think. I won't be able to do it tonight quickly. And your stamping on there is going to be so detailed. Okay. And now look. Look at how detailed your stamping becomes. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. So that's the first one. Let's do one more just for good measure. And you can use this to hold it too. That's what this is really for. So let's do that. And like I said, it's going to get weird before it's okay. Don't worry about that. Okay? Stamp it. Stamp it, stamp it. Okay? And then, don't peel it up as quickly as I do. I have crafty man hands, so I can peel stuff up and not hurt myself. But don't you do that, okay? Don't hurt yourself. All right, now this one's going to get real wild. Are you all ready? It's going to get real wild real quick. So everybody brace yourselves. You want to try to evenly when you flip your petals over, just make sure that you keep everything warm. Okay. And again, don't do what I'm doing. You'll use a little tool to separate these out, because you will burn yourself. I have literally zero feeling left in my fingers from crafting for so many years. Like, I think, like, a week ago, I had hot glue on my finger. And I think Heather was like, you have hot glue on your finger. Are you okay? And I was like, I do. And then you push. Okay? Yes, it does come with the kit. It sure does. It sure does. All right? And then you can kind of manipulate it a little bit once it's done. But look at that little flower. Okay? And now what I'm going to do is I kind of like the muted tone of them. If you don't like the muted tone, you know, change it up, do whatever you would like. I like the muted tone. Let me get this glass mat out of the way. But if you don't like the muted tone, add a little more color to it. Add whatever you would like. What I'm going to do is this one's going to go in the center, and then these two are going to be on either side. But I have some of these little hearts left over from when we were doing the Valentine die that's still available. And I'm going to be showing you actually some ways to use that without the Valentine. Is this still in stock? If it's not, I'm not going to use it, because I get in big trouble if I use something that's not in stock. I'm going to add a little bit of the Barely Art glue. Okay, grab our stabby tool. Oh, we have less than 10 of the fuse machines left. And this is just going to add a little bit of extra oomph to it. Okay, nope. Okay, sold out. Not going to talk about it. And then we're going to put this little heart right in the... Actually, I lied. You should have known that we weren't going to get through a video without using some jewels. Oh, those almost fell right off of this table, and I would have had to cut the live. The live would have had to just... you can color on top instead, but what I would say is you want to be very careful with that because you don't want to color on top until it's been heat set. Okay? That's the only thing that I will say, is if it's not heat set, do not color on the top. But you can see the color. But I would say do not do that unless you are sure that it is completely heat set. All right, so now I'm going to take some of my little gems here. And I've started pouring them out in the lid, because I can just use this corner to pour them back in. That's my new thing. And we're going to just put a couple of gems on each petal here, with the exception of the petal that has the hole in it. Obviously, that wouldn't make sense. Yeah, it's hard because the lights, the studio lights are so bright. And it's really hard for you to see color in its true form with these bright lights. Then we just added a couple little gems that's going to allow us to add just a little extra bling to it, because it's going to, it's going to look very, we're essentially making like a brooch type of a situation. All right, now you could use your jump rings. I am not going to use the jump rings. I'm actually going to use some twine, because I would like to have like a little bow on each one of them. But your kit does come with jump rings, okay? Yes, there is a clear. The clear, though, is very hard to stamp on. I will tell you that. It is very, very, very difficult to stamp on. Okay, so we're going to use this twine that we so fortunately carry here at Brutus Monroe. Yes, you have to use StazOn, and StazOn can be very finicky if you've ever used it before. I love the way it smells, though. I love the way StazOn smells. It is polka dot paper. It sure is. All right, so this should be dry enough. I'm just going to trim off a couple generous pieces of twine, because we can always cut the twine down, but it's very difficult to add more twine. All right, so now we're going to grab our little pin here. Oh, you got the last one. And I'm going to take the twine, feed it through. Again, if you do not want to use twine and you instead would like to use the jump rings that it comes with, go for it. I just don't have my jewelry pliers down here, or else that's what I would be doing. And plus, I think the twine kind of adds a little extra to it. And you can change these out too, if you want. All right, so we're just going to tie our first one on. The first one that we do is not going to have a bow. It's great having big crafty man hands whenever you are doing things that are hot and will burn you, and all of the all of the things that you know, that need strength. But when you're trying to tie a bow, you don't want the big crafty man hands. All right, so now for our second one. We're going to thread this through, and it's cool because even if it flips over, you have all that color on the back, which is, I guess, another reason why you want to color the back of it, right? In my opinion. But you, again, you make your little brooch however you would like. Trim. If you want them to be shorter, make them shorter. You know, create your own ending. And then the star of the show is this one that's going to be in the middle. Hello in Sweden. How are you doing, my friend? And I can tell you something about that fuse machine. I'm just thinking about it again. We have something that's launching next month that you are going to want to have that fuse machine. Do I have the examples here? I don't think I have the examples here anymore, but I can tell you that you are going to want that fuse machine for what we are launching next month. That's all I can say at this time, because I don't have the examples to show you. But let's just say we have foilable stickers coming. That's all I can say. And they're really, really cool. Next month is when Monroe Madness begins. Have any of you been with us for Monroe Madness? Or any of you familiar with Monroe Madness? That starts next month. And we are celebrating the one and only Tim Holtz with Monroe Madness next month. Meaning we have 5 free gifts at different levels that you can get Tim Holtz products. I can't wait to share those with you. So now, here we are. So when you wear your little pin, look at that. So Monroe Madness is a 2-week-long extravaganza, or while supplies last, of the products, where you get free gifts at different levels. It's very similar to Black Friday. It's when Monroe Madness hits, it's nutso. So this is our beautiful little pin. So when you wear this, obviously it's going to have, and sorry about my boo-boo, but when you wear it, it's going to move, and it's going to have, you know, it's going to be pressed up against what you wear it with. But I mean, how wonderful and fun, and what a great gift. Now again, you could color this whole thing one single color. You can add, you know, the bling to it. You can do, I mean, there's so much, but it's just so delicate, and I think it just looks incredible. Just so cool. So easy. But just imagine for a minute all of the stamps. Whoops, really zooming in. Imagine all of the stamps that you have. You have so many stamps already in your arsenal. Grab some of those stamps, grab a tag die, grab your, yeah, you can die cut a letter, and you can I mean, the sky is the limit with this project. And that's why I love this project so much. And it's, you know, unfortunately you can't get the kit right now, but we do sell these individually. You can purchase these in individual packs, and they do come with the jump rings. And oh, when I tell you, so at the $300 level, I can tell you this, at the $300 level, if you spend $300 during Monroe Madness, you receive a Tim Holtz guillotine trimmer. It's the craziest thing we've ever done. it's the craziest thing. At different levels, you get a full-size alcohol ink. You get a curio clock. You get embossing glaze. I mean, Monroe Madness this year is nuts. It's nutso. And it starts March 1st. And don't worry, we'll have plenty of products. Yes, let me see, Renee. Hold on one second. All of you can... I'm going to run over real quick and check the... Talk amongst yourselves for a second. I'm going to run over and I'm going to double check the... I'm going to double check the pencils, if you would bear with me one second. I'm going to see which other pencils we have. And once I know what pencils we have, I will update it real quick. So give me 1 second, okay? Yes, it's for his big... It is open for non-US residents, absolutely. Oh, I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can. Absolutely. Give me 1 second. Okay. I figured out the pencils. And I brought something else. I brought something else that's a sneak peek of next month. And I don't tell anybody that I showed you. But I'm just so excited I could faint. I have to show it to you. Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay. I figured out what I can change it to. So you will receive the bright and vivid instead of the botanicals, which are just as beautiful. So let me switch that out, and then the stock should update, but we can only do 4. Because I think what happened was, as soon as I showed the colorista pencils, what happened was, okay, so we now have 4. We have 4. I don't think Heather's on, no. Okay, so let me move these out of the way. So are you ready? I'm only going to show you a little, just one of the variations. You can, yes, you can use any that you would like. You just want to make sure that they're not watercolor. We have something brand new coming called Pancetto. It's Italian for, I couldn't think of another name. So it's called Pancetto. And we were working with our manufacturer that makes our sequins. And wait till I show you how cool this is. So you get 3 yards of this, And next month's release is all about butterflies. So let me pull this out because it really doesn't look impressive in the box. You're the first ones to see this. No, it is already foiled. So you get 3 yards, and imagine this on the background of your card. So again, you get 3 yards, and this already has little butterflies cut into it. And this is the lilac color. You get 3 yards of it, and I'm not going to unroll it all the way because I know I'm not going to be able to get it rolled back up. But this is our new pancetto, and it is just absolutely stunning. And you get 3 yards, and the best part is it retails for only $4.99. For the whole roll, it's only $4.99. And I'm sure if you're like me, you're going to think of about a gajillion different things that you can use this for. I mean, you can use it as ribbon. You can use it as the background of your card. And it is just absolutely stunning. And don't you worry, I'm going to show you about a gajillion different ways to use it myself because I can't get enough of it. But did I mention that it comes in a couple of colors? I can't tell you anything more. I've already said too much. I've already said way too much. But it is just really, really, really cool. Really cool. And it is called pancetto. And again, that is Italian for, I couldn't think of another name. So you will stick it down either with a sticky sheet, and I'm going to show you how to add accents in the middle of it. You can use glue. You can use, don't worry, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you all different ways to use it. And it will die cut beautifully. So this is the pancetto roll, and it comes out next month. Yes, just a little pancetto. A little pancetto. You could sew it down. Yes, you can sew it down. I'm going to show you all different ways to use this incredible new product. Isn't it fun? And you'll see different colors coming soon. This is, of course, the butterfly because it has a butterfly on the front of it, and that's how you know what it is. And you didn't see it from me. All right, everyone. So that's everything that I have for you all tonight. I want to thank you all, as always, for being so kind and hanging out with me this evening. Thank you for being my support. As always, you just are just so incredible. Remember to create something every single day, whether that is a memory or your own ending. I love you all very much. I can't wait to see what you all create with your, I mean, look, just I can't pin it on myself right now, but I just think it's so cool. So this is the project we made tonight. It's a perfect little brooch pin sort of a situation. You can get this kit right now. There are 4 more available. The 4 more that are available are, oops, just got here just in the nick of time of me not getting in trouble for showing something. You can get it now. We've switched over to the Vivid and Bright pencils. So instead of the Floral Sensation, you'll get the Vivid and Bright, which are just as fabulous. But these are the pencils, and I'm going to keep them right down here because I know the team's going to be looking for them tomorrow for this kit. And yeah. So that is it. Yes, I will see you all tomorrow. Actually, Jess is one of my special guests tomorrow. We're going to be making a Valentine's Day card. So, all right, everybody, thank you so much for hanging out. I love you all so much. Make sure to grab your fuses because we have less than 20 remaining. I thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight, and I will see you all very soon. I love you, and good night.